On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Alchemy.
A medieval chemical philosophy and speculative theory that aimed to transform base metals into gold or produce a universal elixir that could cure all diseases and grant immortality, a process of transformation or creation that appears magical or mysterious.
Examples:
Alchemy experiment. Alchemy of emotions. Today, the study of alchemy remains an important part of the history of science and philosophy.
Renowned.
Famous and respected for great achievements, qualities, etc.
Examples:
A renowned artist. Renowned as a novelist. This area is renowned for its hot springs.
Diarrhea.
A common digestive disorder with the frequent passage of loose, watery stools that can be caused by various factors such as infections, food poisoning, and certain medications.
Examples:
Diarrhea-related dehydration. Diarrhea with abdominal pain. I had a terrible case of diarrhea and couldn't stop going to the bathroom.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Stew.
A dish consisting of meat and vegetables simmered in liquid, typically served hot as a main course or soup, a state of mental or emotional agitation or confusion.
Examples:
Stew meat. Vegetable stew. I made a delicious beef stew for dinner tonight.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Aroma.
A distinctive, usually pleasant smell, often of a specific food, plant, or object.
Examples:
Aromatherapy. Coffee aroma. The aroma of freshly baked bread filled the kitchen.
Recipe.
A set of instructions for preparing a dish, including the ingredients and the method of cooking.
Examples:
Recipe book. Recipe collection. The recipe for the cake is passed down from generation to generation in her family.
Ingredient.
One of the things used to make something, especially one of the foods used to make a particular dish.
Examples:
Secret ingredients. Compound the ingredients. Greed is the primary ingredient in the making of criminals.
Unwise.
Not sensible or prudent, likely to cause harm or negative consequences, lacking in good judgment or common sense.
Examples:
Unwise decision. Unwise strategy. Ignoring warning signs of a potential health issue is unwise and can harm your health.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
Consume a large of alcohol. Consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Feces.
Waste matter eliminated from the bowels, excrement.
Examples:
Feces sample. Human feces. Proper disposal of feces is essential for maintaining public health and sanitation.
Prescribe.
Of a doctor, to advise and order the use of particular medicine or treatment for someone, especially in writing, to issue commands or orders for something.
Examples:
Prescribe a drug. Prescribe in the preceding paragraph. Federal bankruptcy laws prescribe the reorganization process.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples:
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Transplant.
To move or transfer something from one place or person to another, to take living tissue or an organ from one person, animal, part of the body, etc., and put it into or onto another.
Examples:
Transplant a heart. Transplant my family to America. He tried to transplant the seedling into a larger pot.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million.
Examples:
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Virus.
A tiny infectious organic material that causes disease in people, animals, and plants.
Examples:
Spread of the virus. A strain of virus. An infected person in the hospital will likely pass the virus to others.
Fungus.
A type of organism that includes yeasts, molds, and mushrooms, which are heterotrophic, meaning they do not produce their food and must consume organic matter to survive.
Examples:
Fungus infection. Symbiotic fungus. Certain types of fungus can be toxic to humans, causing severe illness if ingested.
Archaea.
A group of single-celled microorganisms distinguished from bacteria by their unique cell wall structure and biochemical characteristics, which are found in extreme environments such as hot springs and salt flats.
Examples:
Archaea microorganism. Thermophile archaea. The study of archaea is important for understanding the origins of life on Earth.
Bowel.
The part of the alimentary canal below the stomach, the intestine, especially the lower intestine.
Examples:
Bowel ailment. Whole bowel irrigation. He had surgery to remove a portion of his small bowel.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Microbiome.
The community of microorganisms equals living things too small to be seen, that can usually be found living together in any given environment or the human body.
Examples:
Skin microbiome. Have a diverse microbiome. The gut microbiome is a major producer of serotonin, which is necessary for human mental stability.
Posse.
A group of people who come together for a common purpose, often to pursue or capture a criminal. A group of people who share a common interest, belief, or trait.
Examples:
Posse member. Posse of citizens. My friends and I formed a posse to search for the lost hiker.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Vitamin.
Any of a group of organic compounds that are essential in small quantities to the diet and are present in natural foodstuffs or sometimes produced within the body.
Examples:
Rich in vitamin D. Vitamin deficiency. Vitamin C is important for immune system function and skin health.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Circadian.
Relating to a physiological cycle that lasts approximately 24 hours, impacting physical and behavioral changes that occur over the course of a day, such as sleep-wake cycles or fluctuations in hormones.
Examples:
Circadian clock. Circadian disruption. Having a consistent sleep schedule is important for maintaining a healthy circadian rhythm.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples:
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Buffet.
A meal where guests serve themselves from a counter or sideboard.
Examples:
Buffet style. Have a buffet meal. The buffet at the hotel had a wide variety of food options.
Womb.
The organ of a woman or female mammal in which a baby develops before birth.
Examples:
Tumor of womb. Womb transplant. The fertilized egg implanted itself in the womb.
Vagina.
The passage in the body of a woman or female animal that connects her outer sex organs to her uterus.
Examples:
Vagina cancer care. Infection of the vagina. The muscle around the vagina is elastic enough to allow the passage of a fetus.
Infant.
A baby or very young child.
Examples:
Infant daughter. Infant food. Mozart was an infant prodigy.
Fluid.
A substance that can flow and is not solid.
Examples:
Plenty of fluids. Fluid assets. She was diagnosed with a fluid buildup in her lungs.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Diversify.
To make something include more different types or things, to spread out activities or investments.
Examples:
Diversify my portfolio. Diversify energy sources. This inclusive environment has allowed the plant species to diversify.
Exposure.
The state of being in a particular situation or place where there is no protection from or guarantee to something harmful, the disclosure of something secret.
Examples:
A southern exposure. The exposure of a fraud. The long exposure to the air tarnished the antique tableware.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Nutrition.
The substances or the process that organisms take into their bodies as food for their growth and health.
Examples:
Nutrition condition. Nutrition intake. This food contains all the nutrition your dog requires.
Chronic.
Being long-lasting and recurrent or characterized by long suffering, habitual.
Examples:
Risk of chronic disease. Chronic alcohol consumption. Chronic hyperglycemia is a trigger for a variety of serious diseases.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Antibiotic.
A substance or drug that kills or slows down the growth of bacteria.
Examples:
Antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic allergy. He has been prescribed an antibiotic to treat his infection.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
disturb the peace, disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
the balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples:
a vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Overgrow.
To grow or thrive over so as to cover with herbage.
Examples:
overgrow neighboring corals. Aquatic plants overgrow. Weeds overgrow throughout the garden.
Infectious.
Able to be passed quickly from one person, animal, or plant to another, especially through air or water.
Examples:
an infectious fever. Person's smile is infectious. Leprosy is an indolent infectious disease.
Infuse.
To fill something with a particular quality, feeling, or influence, to imbue.
Examples:
infuse with spirit. Infuse life with meaning. She infused fresh herbs into the soup for added flavor.
Batch.
A quantity or group of things that are made or produced together and are considered to be the same or similar, an amount produced during a specified period of time or process.
Examples:
a batch of letters. Batch processing. I baked a batch of cookies for the office party.
Microorganism.
A very small living thing that may exist in its single-celled form or as a colony of cells and is too small to be seen without a microscope.
Examples:
pathogenic microorganism. Microorganisms in his gut. This microorganism is a producer of respiratory disease.
Intestine.
A long, tube-like organ in the digestive system that is responsible for absorbing nutrients from food and eliminating waste products.
Examples:
large intestine. Intestine wall. The small intestine is responsible for absorbing most of the nutrients from food.
Reset.
To set again or differently, to return to a previous state or condition.
Examples:
reset password. Reset my brain. She reset the computer to fix the problem.
Unanswered.
Not responded to or explained.
Examples:
Unanswered love. Unanswered email. Pardon me for leaving some of your questions unanswered.
Administer.
To oversee and control the operation or arrangement of something.
Examples:
Administer justice. Administer the funds. After the accident, 3 governmental bodies administer the company.
Experimental.
Relating to or based on new ideas, forms, methods, etc. that have not been tried before, usually to find out what effect they have.
Examples:
Experimental data. Experimental design. The product is still in the experimental stage.
Resistant.
Not affected by something, especially changes or new ideas, of or relating to immunity, to disease or infection.
Examples:
Penicillin-resistant bacteria. Resistant to persuasion. Insects in urban areas are becoming resistant to insecticides.
Difficile.
A bacterium of the genus Clostridium that can cause severe diarrhea, particularly in a hospital or nursing home settings. A disease caused by this bacterium. Adjective, difficult or hard to do, understand, or deal with.
Examples:
Clostridioides difficile. Difficile to understand. My grandmother was hospitalized due to a severe Clostridium difficile infection, which required several rounds of antibiotics and careful monitoring by the medical staff.
Bacterium.
A very small, single-celled microorganism that lacks a nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles.
Examples:
Bacterium infection. Any rod-shaped bacterium. The water in the lake was tested for harmful bacterium before it was deemed safe for swimming.
Spore.
A reproductive cell that is capable of developing into a new individual without fertilization, especially one produced by certain bacteria, fungi, and algae.
Examples:
Anthrax spore. Spore reproduction. Bacteria and some algae also produce spores as a means of survival and dispersal, and they are often found in soil, water, and other environments.
Colon.
The punctuation mark, used to introduce a list, summary, explanation, etc., or before reporting what someone has said, a significant part of the large intestine, the final section of the digestive system.
Examples:
Colon examination. The colon at the end of the sentence. Consumption of vegetables may aid in the prevention of colon cancer.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Intermittent.
Occurring at irregular intervals, not continuous or steady, stopping and starting periodically, sporadic.
Examples:
Intermittent fever, intermittent Wi-Fi. The intermittent rain made it difficult to plan a picnic.
Bout.
A short period of intense activity or experience, a match or contest, especially in boxing or wrestling, a period of illness or disease.
Examples:
Bout of coughing, boxing bout. He had a bout of anxiety before his big presentation.
Abdominal.
Of or relating to the part of the body that contains the stomach, intestines, and other organs.
Examples:
An abdominal operation, abdominal muscles. He felt a sharp pain in his abdominal area.
Cramp.
A sudden, painful contraction or spasm of a muscle, typically in the leg or abdomen, a feeling of tightness or discomfort in a muscle caused by prolonged use or stress.
Examples:
Hand cramp, stomach cramp. I had to stop running because of a severe cramp in my leg.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports, extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Symptom.
Any sensation or change in body or mind that is experienced by a patient and is associated with a particular disease.
Examples:
Symptoms of low testosterone, neurotic symptoms. The patient displays a symptom of a side effect.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Gastroenterology.
The branch of medicine that deals with the structure, function, diagnosis, and treatment of the digestive system and its diseases.
Examples:
Gastroenterology clinic, gastroenterology research. The doctor specializes in gastroenterology and treats patients with digestive disorders.
Retrieve.
To find or get something back.
Examples:
Retrieve the lost wallet. Send and retrieve email. She retrieved the book from the shelf.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Stool.
A seat without a back or arms, typically used by one person, a piece of furniture with a flat top supported by one or more legs, used for working at or eating from, a piece of feces excreted from the body.
Examples:
stool seat, stool analysis. The doctor asked me to provide a stool sample for testing.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Donor.
A person or an organization that makes a gift of money, food, supplies, etc. to a cause or fund. In medicine, a person who gives blood or tissue or an organ to be used in another person.
Examples:
a transfusion of donor blood. An unnamed donor. His body rejected the liver of the donor.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Protocol.
A set of rules or procedures for transmitting data or conducting a process or activity, especially in computer networks or scientific experiments, the initial or original version of an agreement.
Examples:
draft a protocol. Protocol breach. The company has a strict protocol for handling sensitive information to ensure security.
Stringent.
Strict, severe, or demanding, requiring close attention to rules or regulations, extreme or excessive in some way.
Examples:
stringent measures. Stringent requirements. The school has a stringent attendance policy that allows for no more than 3 absences per semester.
Prominent.
Important, well-known, or noticeable.
Examples:
prominent figure. Play a prominent role. The media frequently interviewed prominent scientists.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
a capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Stomach.
The internal organ in the body where food is digested, situated in the abdomen, the part of the body below the chest that contains the stomach.
Examples:
upset stomach. Stomach virus. I have a stomach ache after overeating junk food.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Migrate.
To move from one country or region to another and settle there. To move from one place to another periodically or seasonally.
Examples:
Migrate across borders. Migrate a service. Many Germans migrated to South America in the mid-19th century.
Tract.
A region of land, often with a specific purpose or use, such as farming, forestry, or mining, a bundle of nerves or a system of organs in the body.
Examples:
A urinary tract infection. A tract of virgin forest. The farmer owns a large tract of land where he grows corn and soybeans.
Multiply.
To add a number to itself a specified number of times, to increase or cause to increase very much in number or quantity.
Examples:
Multiply 5 and 6. Multiply about 100-fold. Multiply a number by itself twice.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it.
Medication.
A drug or other form of medicine that treats, prevents, or alleviates the symptoms of the disease.
Examples:
Antibiotic medication. Medication by mouth. The pharmacist not only prescribes the medication but also guides its proper use.
Rodent.
A small, gnawing mammal, such as a mouse, rat, or squirrel, that has sharp incisors and typically has a long, thin tail.
Examples:
Rodent repellent. Prevent rodent damage. He set up a trap to catch the rodent.
Bacteriotherapy.
The use of bacteria, particularly beneficial bacteria, to treat or prevent disease, typically by introducing them into the digestive system through food or supplements.
Examples:
Bacteriotherapy treatment, bacteriotherapy research. The effectiveness of fecal bacteriotherapy in treating recurrent Clostridioides difficile infections has been well established in clinical trials.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
Juvenile diabetes, diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage, jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Insulin.
A hormone produced in the pancreas that controls the amount of sugar in the blood, or a similar artificial substance used for the treatment of diabetes.
Examples:
Daily insulin dose, development of insulin resistance. He had an insulin shock after drinking large quantities of fruit juices.
Resistance.
The act of defending oneself from an aggressor or refusing to accept something.
Examples:
Resistance movement, resistance to insulin. The bill to increase the consumption tax had passed despite much resistance from the public.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
Similarly situated, have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Exhibit.
To show something in public for people to enjoy or to provide them with information.
Examples:
Exhibit a bad attitude. Exhibit a great talent. Other technology industries exhibit similarly explosive growth.
Anxiety.
A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease about something that is happening or might happen in the future.
Examples:
Diagnosis of anxiety disorder. Anxiety for knowledge. She waited for her daughter with anxiety.
Depression.
A mental condition in which a person feels very unhappy and without hope for the future, a severe recession in an economy or market.
Examples:
The Great Depression. The root problem of her depression. Depression symptoms might include a decrease in appetite and weight loss.
Calm.
Not excited, angry, or nervous, free from wind, large waves.
Examples:
Calm sea. Calm manner. It was the first time in a long time that I felt truly calm and at peace.
Anxious.
Worried and nervous.
Examples:
Anxious about his health. An anxious look. He cast anxious glances behind her.
Peer.
A person who has the same age, status, or ability.
Examples:
Peer group. Peer review. Among young people, peer pressure can be pretty influential.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Intestinal.
Relating to the intestines, equals the part of the alimentary canal, between the stomach and the anus, or bowel, located or occurring within the intestines or bowel.
Examples:
Intestinal blockage. Intestinal bacteria. The patient experienced severe abdominal pain due to an intestinal infection.
Autoimmune.
Relating to a condition in which the body's immune system attacks and destroys healthy body tissue, mistaking it for harmful foreign substances.
Examples:
Insulin autoimmune syndrome. Autoimmune disorder. The presence of certain substances triggered the autoimmune response.
Oncology.
The branch of medicine that deals with the study and treatment of tumors, especially malignancies.
Examples:
Oncology center. Modern oncology treatment. The pharmaceutical company unveiled its latest breakthrough drug for the oncology market.
Psychiatric.
Of or relating to the treatment or study of mental illness or disorders.
Examples:
People with psychiatric disorders. Psychiatric hospital. The psychiatric evaluation revealed that the patient had been suffering from anxiety.
Disorder.
An untidy state or a lack of organization, a physical condition or illness that causes problems with how a section of the body or brain functions.
Examples:
The files are in complete disorder. People with bipolar disorder. The doctor prescribed some medicine for the mental disorder.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Beneficial.
Helpful, useful, or sound, promoting or enhancing well-being.
Examples:
A beneficial result. Beneficial to all countries. Laughing is beneficial to our health.